Kia ora Rotorua and welcome to this midweek bulletin. Ahead tonight, police are treating the fire at Rotorua Lakes High School as suspicious. Radiation technologists' strike action will continue. And in sport tonight, the Bay of Plenty Steamers' focus is now on their pre-season match against Taranaki. Those stories and more tonight on City News. A fire at Rotorua Lakes High School on Monday evening is now being treated as suspicious. The new science block was damaged by a fire which closed the school yesterday, only the second day into the term. Fire Safety Officer Stuart Booton says the fire was contained to one classroom, which has suffered widespread smoke damage. He says the room had recently been refurbished and was set to reopen shortly. Radiation technologists from Rotorua Hospital have announced strike action will continue for another week. Earlier notices involved several forms of strike action from this Friday until Friday 30th of July. This new notice involves the same sorts of strike action until Friday 6th of August. Daily contingency planning meetings have started and are held every day, with plans now well advanced to ensure all potential issues are identified and addressed. Police say there are no concerns around the viability or effectiveness of Taser. Superintendent John Rivers says the number of times Taser has failed in New Zealand is comparable with overseas jurisdictions, and there is nothing to suggest there is an issue with New Zealand police use of the Taser. Since the national rollout, which began in March, Taser has been discharged 30 times, and in all but 4 of the events was used successfully. And in sports news, the Bay of Plenty Steamers' focus is now on their pre-season match against Taranaki in Whakatane this Friday. While 2 wins from 2 starts sit the Steamers' pre-season ledger card, a major objective set by head coach Sean Horan has been to give time to the various combinations in his team's solid workouts. The addition of many passionate Steamers fans from Rotorua should ensure the biggest crowd seen at Rugby Park in Whakatane for a number of years. And Taekwondo instructor Jason Lee says Rotorua fighters have a great chance of taking national honours at this year's championships. Han Lee Taekwondo Academy have been successful in winning the right to host this year's Taekwondo New Zealand Black Belt National Championships. It is the second time in the last 3 years that the club has hosted the championships, which are used to select the New Zealand team. The event, which will be held on the 31st of July at the Rotorua Sports Dome, will host more than 300 fighters from around the country. Weather for Rotorua and surrounding areas tonight. Evening rain strengthening northeaster, light winds, low of 7. Tomorrow Thursday, rain possibly heavy, easing, strong northeast easing, a high of 15 and a low of 9. And long range through to Friday, rain developing, fresh northwesterlies, a high of 13 and a low of 6. And your marine forecast for Lake Rotorua tomorrow Thursday, northeast 25 knots, gusting 35 knots, changing to northwest 10 knots by midday, waves about half a metre, easing in the afternoon, poor visibility and heavy rain in the morning, then showers with fair visibility. Don't forget, if you missed any of tonight's bulletin, or if you want to see what's happening across the week, log on to tvrotorua.co.nz. Stay with us. Up next, Steve talks with Te Ururoa Flavel. We find out about the Lakes DHB 2010 Quality Awards, and what's in garden ponds and how do we control our weeds? Find out right after this break.